Hey, old man, give me everything.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
What's going on, guys? LoganJYA here with GrimYGO on the line, about to dive into my deck profile of dinosaurs. This is the Dino Bird going first variant, and I'm here with probably the most reputable and best Dino player that I know, GrimYGO. So we're going to talk a little bit about what makes this deck the greatest contender going into this current format. I choose to play the going first variant that ends with the strong field with the barrier statue. Grim has a lot of experience playing going second dinos and still curb stomping, going undefeated in so many different tournaments, whether it be R's, PPG, Luxury. He is constantly repping this deck. Now, the first thing that I wanted to talk about with Grim is the power of Miscellaneousaurus as a card. Making everything unaffected is what really gives you access to play going first or going second into so many different type of boards. Now, Grim, how much success have you had with Miscellaneousaurus in your going second builds, and how does it help you break boards?
Yeah, so miscellaneous going first or second. Going second, it's basically like a floodgate. Your opponent can't respond to anything in the main phase, so trap cards and things like that, you can set up Tornado, LoganJYA, Dolka, so any interactions they might have into the battle phase or main phase 2 get voided out, and you basically kill people through a lot of interruption. But the cool thing about going first still is people play so many utility cards in their main deck, and Dino is one of the decks where it has one choke point, which is the miscellaneous. But if they have Valor, Imperm, Gamma, things like that, and you have Lost World or Misc, there's easy ways to make sure that that utility card does not stick to your board. And Dino's probably the best aggro / I would say combo deck that can play through interruption just by having miscellaneous. So that's really cool.
I couldn't agree more. Now, the other thing that you kind of just started talking about is the ability of this deck to go first or second. So as a primarily going second Dino player, when an opponent makes you go first going forward, how confident are you still in your ability to win? And what's usually your going first strategy?
The go first strategy, if I know they're going first, I'm going first, you just take the rulers out and you put the droplets in, and depending on what utility cards you have, but you still end on Dolka, Conductor, Pank with Gardena, and then you can establish the droplets or Imperm just to like kind of play with their board a little more if they do have things like ruler. But you can also set up miscellaneous going first to have another one in your hand. So on follow-up, the Conductor, if they have tactile talents to take Conductor, you can chain Misc, and they basically just have to try to deal with your board the best they can.
I couldn't agree more, man. This list is absolutely something that, I'm very happy to have your help on working on, and really isolating this deck as a contender above the rest. Easily one of the best decks that you can play in this current format. I want to thank you for your time, brother, and I can't wait to see you in our next tournament and to be streaming with you going forward.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much, and yeah, congrats on the top.
All right, thank you, brother, and same to you with the M-Cole tournament.
Don't forget, guys, that you can order yourselves a Dino DNA Lost World playmat, courtesy of Grove Reacting Gaming. Just go to facebook.com/Grove Reacting Gaming. This mat is now available for pre-sale, and all purchases help support the stream and the channel directly.
What's going on YouTube? LoganJYA here with my Dino list. Dino DNA is live and well and possibly the best deck of the format depending on who you ask. This deck is savage. Before I get into this profile, I want to say that this is the list I played yesterday at Locals that went undefeated. It is probably one of my favorite decks at this current point in time, and I got to give some shout outs to my homeboy Leo from back in Jersey, GrimYGO, and Loobcoobs. Great squad of people, all who have helped me work on this deck through my time in playing it and who have taught me the ways of the Dino DNA. So without further ado, let's get into the list. Alright, starting things off, I choose to play 2 Ultimate Conductor Tyrannos as well as 1 copy of the Pankratops in the main deck. I've been floating between 3 and 2 Tyrannos, but I like playing 2 right now because it gives me more room for hand traps in the main. And again, shout out to Leo, my man. Alright, moving on from there, playing 1 copy of the Giant Rex, a special summon off of the Pillar, banishing for Tyranno or Misc. Follow that up with 3 soul-eating Oviraptors and 3 Miscellaneousaurus. Miscellaneousaurus is obviously the best card in the deck. Everything's unaffected, man. Always has been. That card is insane. This card is amazing. It's really what makes the deck is fair. I can't even say that with a straight face. It makes it as good as it is. I choose to play 2 Archosaur. I don't think there's any need for 3. You don't want to brick on it. You don't want to pull a saucy Team Sam and try and pop a copy of Archosaur with Archosaur. That is blatantly cheating. Read the card. But great card besides that. Bring it out off Misk. Win the game. I follow that up with triple Baby Sarasaurus and 1 Petite Pteranodon. I don't think you need any more than that. I would never choose to play more, and often the 3rd Baby Sarah is a good side-out target, so yeah. Follow that up. This is the Dogeron that I've been main decking. It outs Dragoon. It's a main decked out. We have ways of outing it besides this, but this is the easiest one, so you can search it off Ovi if you bait out a negate. It's not the greatest because you can brick on it, and a lot of people have chosen to cut this, but I am currently playing it. I played it in my list yesterday, and it does come up. So I'm alright with it right now, and I'm very back and forth on it, but as of right now, I'm still main decking the 1 copy of Dogeron. Follow that up, this is the Dino Bird build, so we play the 1 barrier statue of the Storm Winds. I do opt to go first with this particular list, but I have no problem going second. I do main deck a fair amount of hand traps. So I can really do either or, but I choose to go first so I can end on a very hard to kill board that only really hard loses to Dark Ruler No More, Forbidden Droplets, and I guess Raigeki if someone were to play it on me. And I guess Kaiju Slumber too, hard to say. But follow that up, we've got triple Ash Blossom, and then triple Gamma and 1 Driver. These are the most powerful hand traps that you can play in the form of monsters, so that's what we've chosen to go with. But that's not the end of the hand traps. You also do play the triple Imperm. Spoiler alert. Follow that up. This is a Dino deck, so you want to have your triple pot X-Dravs in there. It's much needed draw power. Not much to stay there. And it's also Ash bait. If they Ash this and you already got the Ovi or the Misk in hand, boom, you're flying. Fossil Dig, much needed consistency. Not much to say there. Searches out any of your good cards. Follow it up with 2 Lost World. Gorgeous. Great card. 2 double Evolution Pills to search off your Archosaur. Special summon out Conductor. Kill your opponent. You can also summon Pank with it. Or Dogeron, I guess. If you really wanted to. Not necessarily recommended. Wrapping up the spells, the Saki 1-ofs, the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, and then the 1 Called by the Grave. Bringing the spell lineup to a close. Called by is so nuts. I think putting this to 1 was a big mistake, but that's just me. I mean, it's a blatant money grab, but what you gonna do? And then finally, for the last 3 cards, bringing this deck to a clean, even 40 is Triple Infinite Impermanence. Yeah, dude, what's not to love about hand trap negation? You can also set to the back row. Good stuff. Now we're going to move into the extra deck, and we are going to wrap things up with the side deck. I want to take a quick second again to shout out Phoenix Gaming, GrimYGO, GGPG coming at the start of October. Link in the description will give you more information about that. Now let's get into this extra deck. Starting things off with the triple Seamorg. Since this is the Dino Bird build, you need your triple Seamorg to summon out the barrier statue. Follow that up with the triple Reproducus to turn a monster underneath him into a wing beast to make your Seamorg. Follow that up, I play 2 Linkaribos and 1 Secure Gardena to put Linkaribo in grave to resolve your pill, pretty important. And I also do play 1 Nightmare Phoenix. This is the kind of 1 flexible spot in the extra deck, in my opinion. I choose to play Phoenix. You could play Unicorn, you could play Access Code. There's a lot of options. This is the option that's come up the most for me, and I think it's kind of the most important to be playing. And that's it for the Link monsters. And we will finish off with the Xseeds, clean 5, it's 10 and 5. We play triple Evil Zardolka. It's mandatory. It's one of the things that lets your combo be as safe as it can. And 1 Evil Zar LoganJYA to negate summon spells and traps. If you know your opponent's got a punishment set and you're about to enter battle phase, you best be bringing this out to force it. It's pretty helpful having the LoganJYA as an option. And then finally, the last card in the extra, I guess this could be a flex spot, but in my opinion it's not, it's so important, is the Dugares. Dugaris, UCT for game, is savage. And it's also a pretty good card in terms of utility if you needed to bring something back or if you needed to draw cards. It can get you an engine pieces potentially, but I've never really used it for that effect. It's for the doubling of attack points to kill your opponent. That's it for the extra deck. Now let's wrap things up with the side deck real quick. I don't know how you feel about the side deck. This is like, it depends on your particular locals or where you're going to play. We got the triple Nibiru. That's pretty essential for the Infernobles and any other combo decks, Dragon Link, etc. Triple Dark Ruler, no more. Same thing. Same thing. Double Droplets, outs Dragoon, outs Boards, pretty important. Double Lightning Storm. I'm always between 2 and 3 on this in the side deck, and I know I don't necessarily love to play 2 ofs, but I am playing a few in this side deck. It's hard to tell, guys, but, you know. Please let me know what you think of the side deck in the comments down below. What changes would you make? Follow that up with the double Cosmic Cyclone. Spell and trap removal is very important. I'm happy that we get to main deck a Harpy's Feather Duster so we don't hard to lose to Mystic Mine. But, you know, you got to be ready for it in the side deck as well. It's also good for the Eldritch matchup. And bringing this to a close, ending off with triple Solemn Judgment for when you are going first. You bring this in to back up your board. And in case your opponent does see the Dark Ruler or the Raigeki or whatever, you got them covered. You slip up, Mr. Says No, and you take it home. Pretty easy stuff. So that's everything for the Dino list, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, leave a comment down below, subscribe, join the Twitch stream. Go hit up GrimYGO as well. Another amazing, phenomenal duelist, the one who taught me the ways of Dino DNA, and who just won this past week's GG for free with it. He's got a deck profile of his own build that I definitely highly recommend. Might fit your playstyle a little more. Go check it out. I want to take another second to thank our sponsors at GRG, Grove Reacting Gaming, who've got a brand new dinosaur playmat out. You definitely want to go pre-order that guy. It's amazingly gorgeous. Go check it out now. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. This may be the best deck of the format. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys on Twitch. LoganJYA signing off. Have a great day.